African leaders, I want to share this with you. This is to show how much, you know, uh, you've destroyed Africa and its people. What you're about to see is a video of a fire, and this is in a slum. And we know we have a lot of slums in Africa. And what I want to share with you all is that African leaders, we are pleading with you all. Get our people out of these slums in Africa. Because, it's unfortunate that we don't talk about these issues as much, but it only, comes up when situations like this, happens. Now there's a fire, and you can imagine these people living in squatters. Like everybody's just crumpled up in the same place. You have thousands of people just crammed up together. This is what these slums look like. And so the video that you're seeing here, it's a fire that broke out in a slum. I'm not going to say the country, I'm going to leave it at that. But across Africa, every country you go to, except for, like the Rwandans, I think Rwanda might be the only country right now where the president has made it, a law to make sure that everybody lives in a proper house. I don't know about other African countries. I don't think it's like a national law for, people to live in proper houses. But all I'm going to say is this. The fact of the matter remains, African leaders, we are begging you guys, it's about time to prevent these kinds of occurrences. When you look at the mansions, the houses, the kinds of structures that you guys put up, then definitely we know that there is a problem. We know you guys can solve these issues in a heartbeat. The slum issue in Africa can be solved overnight, because the cost of one of your Palatian mansions alone is enough to provide shelter for 100 to 200 people. Standard houses with 2 to 3 bedroom flats, self-contained and everything. You can do it. You can decentralize your countries. You can move people out of the big cities and take them to small towns and villages and improve those towns and villages so that they can have all the amenities and services that they would get from the big cities. African leaders, we are asking you please to transform the lives of Africans. Enough of you using our people. It's only going to take maybe another generation, but this injustice that is being perpetrated against our people is going to come to an end. It's going to come to a screeching halt. We can foresee a revolution is in the future. It is coming because it's going to get so much to the point where you can push the people so much to the wall to decide to say, you know what, I'm not going to back down anymore and fight back. African leaders, stop your tyranny. Please remove our people from slums. Look at this fire. You don't even have, firefighters. We don't have. It is so sad. The sad thing is we're all talking about independence. How we are happy that we had independence. But the problem with Africans, when we fought for our liberation, no African country has ever stepped out of, that bondage of slavery mentality. Again, like I said, countries like the Rwanda, I think it's the only country I could say has absolutely moved out of that realm, and it's taken, Ghana is behind, Kenya, Tanzania is behind. I'll give you guys kudos to that. But that slavish mentality of us not being able to govern ourselves and take care of ourselves, our leaders, why are we shouting about independence? Up till now we have to go to England, some of us, to America. We have to come and beg the white people to come and help us. Like what is going on in Sierra Leone, we have to call the international community all day. We have to say International Criminal Court, the United Nations, come and help us. We have to keep saying these things. Why is it that we as Africans cannot take care of ourselves and just allow ourselves to have divergent views and say, you know what, the basics in life should be taken care of? I can only imagine if African countries were like these European or American countries where we have snow. Africans would die by the thousands every year when snow time comes. The only time people would have some peace is when summertime comes around, because we would not be able to provide the pipelines, the gases that we need to power up people's homes, because people will steal that money so that we would not be able to even warm up our homes. That is the level of corruption and hatred that we have for ourselves as Africans. Get our people out of these slums. Enough of these kinds of images. Let us love ourselves, take care of ourselves. Let us build institutions that are going to work even when we get out of power. Anyways, I'm the chairman and founder of the People's Liberation Movement. The day shall come when Africans would rise up and be smart, because what I'm giving to you is education. knowledge, so that we can say, you know what, enough is enough. Let us come together as young people, especially those of us as young people, and let us build, Africa, that is going to be fair and just to all of us. Get our people out of the slums. Let this video trend. Share this video across the world. Let us beg. If we have to beg them, let's beg them for now. Get our people out of the slums. Stop the thieving. Go build communities for these people so that they can live a healthy life. I'm tired, guys. It's a long afternoon for me, but I had to do this. Love for country and love for Africa. President Bio, take heed. Bye-bye.